Cody Johnson has announced he will be releasing a double album later this year entitled Human. That's right, boys, add him to the list of double album releases. Although I won't lie, I'm a little concerned and underwhelmed based on what I've read so far, and that's what I'm here to discuss. Morgan Wallen was first, then it was Eric Church, then it was Thomas Rhett. Now it is Cody Johnson. I mean, my first reaction was this might not be so bad. I don't know if any of you have listened through Cody's entire discography, but it is hard to find a bad song. This guy is one of, if not the most consistent country artist in the sense that he always releases quality music. Specifically, his latest 2019 album, Ain't Nothing to It, an album where I thought Cody really settled in and not only produced a high-quality album, but a standout too. It was one of my favorite country records of 2019, and to this day, I still go back to it a fair amount. So with that in mind, a double album didn't sound too bad because I have faith the song selection is going to be top-notch. While on the Whiskey Riff podcast, which is also the website I have pulled up right now, feel free to check it out. But in the podcast, Cody sounded pretty passionate about the fact he thinks he has a fantastic bundle of tracks ready to go. And though he wouldn't hop onto any podcast, let alone Whiskey Riff, and say like, oh yeah, this thing's really mediocre, I do hold some value to his words when compared to his track lists in the past. For him to come out and be so excited about this specific track list is exciting as a fan. However, it all just feels really unoriginal, emphasis on really. The music isn't the part that is unoriginal, obviously we haven't heard it yet, but already after like 3 hours of this thing being announced, the proposed rollout, layout, and just general marketing feels really desperate to leech off the success of other artists, specifically Eric Church. Obviously, the double album has become a big thing in country music lately. I have a whole video dedicated to the topic if you're interested. I'll link it in the description. Also, spoiler alert, I have another video regarding album structure most likely on the way, although I'm going to have to slightly tweak it after this announcement. Either way, double albums, it was cool when Morgan did it. It was fascinating when Eric did it. Thomas is a little late to the party in my opinion, but he's holding his own after side A. But now, Cody Johnson, and I don't know, originally with Dangerous, there was the shock factor of holy crap, he's releasing 2 albums at once? This is crazy and cool because it's different, it's rare, but at this point, what is the purpose of the double album for someone like Cody? Because the point is to make headlines and blow people's boots off. It's too late, it's not a rare occurrence anymore. The concept, in my opinion, is already dying a little, which again will be discussed in said foreshadowed video, because at a certain point, and we are past that point, nobody's impressed. Not to say nobody's going to be impressed by the music, but the idea of a double album is no longer groundbreaking, it's just beginning to feel a little bit repetitive. But now to the area where I really begin having my doubts. It just seems like Cody is desperately trying to copy Eric Church, and I don't know why. I don't know how much more blatantly he could. 2 albums, 9 tracks on each, and the rollout is the same garbage over-release strategy Eric used, only now it's not even our first rodeo, so at least myself, I'm aware of the lackluster, dragged-out hype build this thing's gonna have, so I'm not even getting as excited in the first place. Cody mapped it out pretty plainly. He's releasing a duet, Sad Songs and Waltzes, with Willie Nelson this week. Can't wait. And from there, he is releasing 2 songs each month, 1 from each album until October. So by the time the official release arrives, we've already got 9 songs or 50% of the project, and then we get the rest. He even goes out of his way to emphasize how the albums are separate and almost opposite. How much more blatantly could you plagiarize an album's lifeline than Cody is at the moment? This is literally just Texas heart and soul. I'm just redirecting you guys to a mass amount of my videos, but I'm not going to just repeat myself. Cody is replicating Eric's rollout strategy to a T, so if you want to know why I have issues with this bulky, lengthy rollout strategy, I'll leave a link in the description to my video of why I thought Heart and Soul was a promotional disaster, and all Cody's doing is recreating it with the cowboy hat rather than aviators. I don't want to come off as a Kojo hater because, in honesty, I'm a big fan of Cody Johnson. If I remember correctly, his Ain't Nothing to It album was my second most listened to record of 2020, with a decent margin separating it from third. I'm still excited for the music because I'm very confident it is as good as Cody is advertising, but I just can't sit here and act like I'm not rolling my eyes at how badly Cody is trying to recreate the success of the double albums that came before him. Oh, he also has a Christmas album coming out this year, which is going to be literally like a month and a half after his double album. Bit of a strange choice there, but oh well. Moral of the story, Cody Johnson is releasing a boatload of music this year, and I'm excited for the music, but disappointed by the details of the announcement. If you want to read this article I have pulled up here, I'll leave a link in the description, along with the links to those videos I mentioned down in the description. You can also find links to both my Instagram and Discord if you're interested. A lot of links today. As always, be sure to comment your thoughts on this big announcement from Mr. Johnson, and until next time, have a great day.